Hey guys, AJ here, back another one. So today we are going to look at a video called Why Men Don't Open Up, How to Get Deeper with Any Guy. And basically, this lady, Emily Baker, she's some type of relationship expert, whatever. But this is her little guide to why she believes men don't, quote unquote, open up to the girls they're with, and then how to get him to open up. Now guys, I'm going to do a little caveat and say, don't ever open up, quote unquote, to the girl you're with. And the reason why is because any type of vulnerability or like emotionally charged topic or anything that you can share with her, she's gonna stab you in the back with once you guys get into an argument. She's gonna go right below the belt. We know that women do this. They just do. Because they feel hurt, so they go straight to what'll hurt you the most. And it's always something that you let slip that makes you look weak or that they know is going to push your buttons. So let's just jump into this, guys. Like, subscribe, and let's go.
Easy to get guys to open up and tell you how they feel. But if you can manage it, it's actually one of the best ways to create a relationship that lasts. If he's keeping everything inside, it makes it very difficult for you to create a healthy relationship. In this video, I'll explain to you why men are often unable to open up and how you can overcome this limitation to get to know him on a deeper level. Hi.
So basically change him. Like all women do, they want to change you. Oh, he's not how I like him from the jump, so I'm going to change him.
I'm Emily Baker from Love Learnings, and I'm passionate about providing simple dating advice that's backed up by real studies and research. While you're here, please take a second to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Now, let's jump into the meat of this video. Why exactly is it that men are reluctant to open up and share their feelings? Well, it turns out that there are several reasons that men may be keeping this stuff all bottled up instead of sharing it.
Now, you notice the language this uses, bottled up, like it's a negative thing, as if your very existence, the way you are wired as a man is bad. It's like, it's bottled up. There's something wrong. No, it's just how you are.
Number one, he's been hurt in the past. This is the most common reason men and women don't want to open up. They trusted someone before, and that blew up in their face.
Now, just like I had said, think about all the times, guys, these trusted girl you were with some detail about your life, or maybe you cried about something that you shouldn't have, and all of a sudden, you remember when you were crying about that one time because you're you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that person shared their innermost feelings with someone else. Maybe that person found out their insecurities and threw them back in their face.
Exactly.
Whatever happened, they've been burned before, so they're afraid to open up again, even though they may really want to. Be patient with guys like this. It will take time for him to figure out that you're not going anywhere and that you really are worthy of his trust.
Now, listen throughout this video, guys. Listen to how they speak about men like we're children. Misandry, guys. That's all it is.
In the second half of this video, I'll go into more detail about how to get through to him, but just know that it won't happen overnight. Number two, he doesn't know how to. Many men aren't used to having these kinds of conversations with anyone, much less someone they're interested in romantically.
Now think about how ridiculous that statement is. Guys, we all have friends. We have our kind of wolf pack of friends that we can talk to when we're mad, depressed, angry, whatever. You know what I mean? There's just assumption that men just don't know how to emote. No, we just don't want to talk about our feelings with women.
While women are socialized to be more open and honest about their feelings, men are often taught to rely more on themselves and keep things inside. This is why many men don't have much practice with sharing uncomfortable feelings and insecurities. Again, time is a huge factor here, but often it takes more than just time for a guy to open up if he's lost touch with this part of himself. With guys like this,
there you go again, lost touch with this part of himself. Guys, this whole premise is there's something wrong with you that needs to be fixed. You've lost this part of yourself, this emotional part that'll make you more feminine. What a load of crap.
You'll have to lead by example. Number three, he wants to be self-sufficient. Similar to number one on this list, men are taught to be self-sufficient and not rely on anyone else to have their needs met. This is a holdover of traditional gender roles from the past, but it still has a powerful hold on many people today.
Guys, I'm going to stop here. And I know that I've been stopping this video a lot. Any woman who talks like this, I get up and walk away. See, men, we don't live in this fantasy world where the traditional gender roles argument can be made. We know that there's traditional gender roles, guys. If there's another world war, if there's another crazy bout of some type of, bug or virus, men are going to have to do man stuff. And only an idiot, a moron, or a spoiled child thinks otherwise.
He'd rather pretend these feelings don't exist than put himself at risk by opening up. Number 4, he's not in touch with his feelings. This is the most difficult problem to overcome because it's something that he's not even aware of.
Do you see that condescending language? You just know better than him about himself. He's just not aware of it.
If he can't even access his feelings or put them into words, how is he supposed to share them with you? He's probably someone who could really benefit from therapy, but...
Guys. You guys, just listen to this language. This is misandry, right here. This is the denigration and hatred of men. Guys, there's nothing wrong with how we are. Nothing.
That's another video in itself. For guys like this, you're gonna have to be extra patient and try to figure out what's going on behind that strong exterior. So, we've covered why men don't open up. Let's talk about the ways you can nudge him in the right direction.
Guys, okay, here we go. Let me know in the comments as she's listing these if you think a woman will do any of these things and if they'll work.
First, be trustworthy. This is a key one that I think many people want to skip over. I know that you know that you're trustworthy, but unless you show him that, he has no reason to put his trust in you.
Are you really trustworthy? Are women really trustworthy?
So
come on.
Be impeccable with your word. Don't cancel on him at the last minute. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And above all else, treat him with love and respect.
Guys, how likely is that to happen these days?
Unfortunately, there's no shortcut for this one. It takes time, but it's always worth it in the end. Second, take it slow. Remember that there's no rushing intimacy. If you try, it always blows up in your face. So let things develop naturally. And chances are, he'll share his feelings with you when he's ready. Sometimes it just comes down to waiting and building a connection over a period of months. This means you can't push him to share things that he'd rather not. If he's resistant to your questions, leave them for another day.
Do you really think that a girl cannot be pushy? Come on.
Next, use pillow talk. Sex is the place in life where many of us lose our inhibitions and feel free to truly share ourselves with one another. This level of intimacy continues for some time afterwards, in the period of time we call the afterglow. Lying there all sweaty and wrapped up in one another's arms can break down a lot of barriers. And it's a great time to talk more about the things that you'd otherwise keep inside. Use this time wisely and try to get past his rough exterior to his gooey center of emotions. Leave the judgment at the door.
Now, guys, boom. How many of you think that women can do this, can leave their judgment at the door? Let me know. I believe that this is impossible.
This can be extremely tough to actually put in practice.
There you go.
But if you can do it, it will change everything. You need to do your best to stop judging other people. Not just him, but everyone. Now, there are always going to be people that you can't help but hate, like the guy who cuts you off in traffic or that girl who pulled down your pants in middle school. But the more you focus on people you do appreciate, and the more you look for the good in people who you normally can't stand, the more he'll realize that you're someone who he may be able to open up to. Since one of the biggest reasons we keep feelings inside is to avoid being judged, the less judgmental you can be, the more he'll be able to open up to you. Make sense? Are you looking to change your perspective on romantic relationships? Is your current approach just not working? Then you need Amy North.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much the end of this, guys. And I mean, the only thing positive that I think she said was the sex part, because, hey, man, more sex is always good. But even then, it just shows, guys, after you get it in, keep your mouth shut, because they could be trying to manipulate you into saying stuff or talking about some personal stuff afterwards that you might not want to let slip. And guys, remember, it's not the fact we don't open up because we don't want to. It's because no one cares. It's because men know that no one's coming to save us. And the moment that you cry or seem vulnerable in front of the woman that you're with, she's just going to lose attraction for you. So guys, don't listen to people like this. They say bottling it up or whatever. They've assigned this negative term to not showing your emotions. It's not called bottling it up. It's called being a man and knowing, look, talk to your friends, your guy friends, talk to your dad, talk to your cousin, talk to your uncle. Talk to another guy about your problems. But talking to women about your problems is going to give you nothing but negative outcomes. All right, you guys, like, subscribe. This is AJ, and I'm out of here.